So let's transition into our last segment. Kind of really the solid rock, right? The last part of our podcast, right? Talking about prayer. And I mean, this is what's just kept us going.
Yeah.
Kept us going through med school, kept us going through our breakups, kept us going through this season of adulting, you seem saying, which is so much that we're learning. And it goes back to when we were looking for roommates, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was praying for a solid, I just wanted a solid roommate. I just didn't want to have because I've had kind of semi off, some roommate situations. I wasn't even necessarily praying for a Christian roommate.
Yeah, I was actually the same way too.
Oh, okay.
Because I've had a lot of roommates. I've had some great roommates too, like really good roommates. But for me, it was kind of a big deal because I was not a big deal because I wasn't like I said, I wasn't necessarily looking for or praying for that. But was very mindful of because we both went to like Christian colleges.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I've done Christian school for like 75% of my education, and now going to a public school is just a different environment. I wasn't like, should I find a Christian or not? Because it's like you just don't know.
You just don't know.
Someone good, someone like compatible. But when we were talking about our faith experience and different things like that, I was like, dang, this is gonna be
good. Yeah,
it's
gonna be good.
So actually, really, really excited about that. And it's like one of my favorite things about us that we have like in common is that our faith, that we can pray together, talk about it. Just having that perspective, it's just easier because I know I think Amos 3 says can two walk together unless they are agreed? You know what I'm saying? And because we have that agreement, we can walk together, navigating exams, breakups, all those other things, because we just have that spiritual similarity.
Yeah, exactly. Just to echo what Jules said. I didn't really necessarily look for that, but I thank God so much that He placed you right in my life. Mm-hmm. And like with the prayer, you don't see that a lot. You don't see a lot of close roommates or whatever praying before exams. Yeah. Another thing we're gonna get into with other future episodes. He's president. He's president of our IUSM school class of 2027.
2027.
Yes, sir. And I'm vice president.
That's right.
Yes, sir. You're talking about presidents, exactly.
Yep.
And with that, we need guidance from the Lord to lead out our class well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like we try to, right, every single day, pray, Lord, give us guidance, give us clear minds, give us wisdom to be able to lead our class well, serve well, right? And honestly, just be relatable people, right? To just show people your love.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so we couldn't do it without praying, right? We couldn't do it without relying upon Him, right? And it's so cool that we can do that together, right? In community, right? As you can see, right, there's so many themes within this episode. A big one is that community, right? When you find that person or a couple people, right, who align, right, in your values, in your morals, in your faith, right, and that you can encourage one another, right, seek the Lord together, just do life together, makes a world of a difference.
It does.
You see what I'm saying?
It definitely does. Does change the game for sure.
And what's unique is because right, you being Seventh-day Adventist, me non-denominational, right? I didn't even know that much about Seventh-day Adventists. I was like, I didn't know they do church on Saturday, bro.
We're not.
That's all I know. They do church on Saturday. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, interesting opportunity for me to get to know more about your faith. And again, like you said, as we talked, we're like, wow, okay, we actually are very similar. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And ultimately, the main unity is that we know we both believe that Jesus died on the cross for us, right? The whole gospel story.
Yeah.
Right. And we'll definitely talk about that more as we develop this podcast. But knowing that we have that faith together, and then with other secondary things that we talk about, you see what I'm saying? We may have agreements, we may have non-agreements, but it's like we have the unity. You see what I'm saying? The brotherhood. And so a very unique feature, and that's honestly would say that's the main reason, even if we don't recognize it, is the main reason we clicked so well at the beginning and have clicked so well afterward, because we're both Christian, because we want to prioritize that over everything. And it's I love you, brother. You see what I'm saying?
I love you too, bro.
If you try and get out of my life, you see I'm coming for you, bro. And so,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to say anything else?
Yeah, there's
on that?
having that bond is like super important because we see each other, day to day,
Mhm.
in and out, and we're not married, but we like, you see the ups and downs, or we get annoyed or
Yeah,
grievances.
it's true. Like, don't think like we're laughing all the time. Like, no,
Oh,
we are not
no.
laughing all the time. There's times we don't want to talk to each other.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, you gonna clean the dishes? Hey, you gonna do that? Hey, you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
this guy. He's always on my case, but I get on him too. But like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah. But yeah, no, just having that like, just going to God with it, like together, it just does make it a lot more meaningful. It's hard to describe, honestly.
It's really hard to describe. It's
Because
just
it's like,
something just in the moment.
You can't really see it,
You
or
can't really see it, yeah.
but like you can really feel it.
You can
and
feel
experience
exactly.
it, and it's just a noticeable difference. Even like when we don't pray for a while,
Yeah.
kind of like feel that, not disconnect, but just like miss that bond.
You miss that bond. It's like I want to
Yeah.
pray. You see, I want to get together with you and like let's do this. Yeah.
But it's good, and that's been a big part of our lives, and we want to continue. And so, yeah, I think that wraps it up. Honestly,
that was a great first episode.